RM10000 was invested at 5% compounded annually. If the balance becomes RM16288.95, determine the investment period. Okay, so the S is RM16288.95, and the P is RM10000, and the K is 0.05, the M is 1, the I is 0.04, the N is 1T. Why 1T is because we don't have the T. So the formula that we use for this question is S equals to P, open bracket, 1 plus I, close bracket, and power end. So the calculation would be 16288.95 equals to 10000. Open the bracket, 1 plus 0.05 divide by 1 and close the bracket, power 1t. And then 16288.95 divided by 10000 equals to, open the bracket, 1 divided by 20, close the bracket, and power 1t. After that, 1.629 equals to, open bracket, 21 divided by 20, close bracket, 1t, power 1t. And we're going to, for this question, we're going to use log 10. So what it's going to be is log 10, 1.629 equals to log 10, open bracket, 21 divided by 20, close bracket, power 1t. And after that, log 10, 1.629 equals to 1t, we multiply log 10, open bracket, 21 divided 20, close the bracket. And after that, log 10, 1.629 divide by log 10, open the bracket, 21 divided by 20, close the bracket, equals to 1t. And you calculate that and you will get t equals to 10 years. And that is the end for part A, question 1.
Part A, question 2. First, we use the compound interest formula. As you all know, compound interest formula is S equals to P in bracket 1 plus I n. So from the question, the principal amount P is 14,000, the accumulated amount S is 38,936 ringgit 47. The time is 10 years and the interest is compounded quarterly, so it makes M is 4. Next, we find the total number of compounding periods. N equals to MT, so it makes N equals to 4 in bracket 10. The total is 40. Substitute all the values into the formula. 28,936 ringgit and 40 cents equals to 14,000 in bracket 1 plus K over 4, 40. Then divide both sides by 14,000. So 28,936 ringgit and 40 cents over 14,000 equals to, in bracket, 1 plus K over 4, 40. So after we divide both sides, we got 2.066886 equals to, in bracket, 1 plus K over 4, 40. So then take the 40th root on both sides. So in bracket, 2.066886, 1 over 40 equals to 1 plus K4. And it makes 1.01833 equals to 1 plus K4. Subtract 1 from both sides. So 0.01833 equals to K4. And then you multiply by 4. K equals to 0.07332. And then we have to convert it to percentage. So K equals to 7.33%. So the annual interest rate is 7.33%.
During age 22, invested 12,000 ringgit in an account that pays interest of 4.8% compounded monthly. She expects to buy an apartment at age 27. 3 years later, she invested an additional 5,500 in the account. Okay. The interest is 4.8% per year, compounded monthly. So that's 0.4% per month. First deposit, 12,000 at age 22. From age 22 to 27 is 5 years, which is equals 6 months. Second deposit, 5,500 at age 25. From age 25 to 27 is 2 years, which equals 24 months. In this question, I will use the compound interest formula. FV equals PV in bracket 1 plus I power n for each deposit. For the first deposit, 12,000 times 1.004 power 60 equals to 15,245 ringgit 87 cents. For the second deposit, 5,500 times 1.004 power 24 equals 6,053 ringgit 2 cents. So the total amount at age 27, 15,245 ringgit 87 cents plus 6,050 ringgit 2 cents equals to 21,298 ringgit 89 cents. Principal invested 12,000 plus 5,500 equals to 17,500. The total interest earned 21,298 ringgit 89 cents minus by 17,500 ringgit equals to 3,798 ringgit 89 cents. So for question 3, 1, the answer is 21,298 ringgit 89 cents, and for the question 2, 3,000 ringgit 798 ringgit 89 cents. She needs 25,000, so she's still short by 3,701 ringgit 11 cents.
So for the question 3 Roman, determine whether Nurin has enough savings for the RM25,000 apartment deposit. Justify your answer. So from this question, we need to justify our answer refer to answer from question 2 Roman. So the answer is no, Nurin does not have enough savings because her total accumulated savings at age 27 is RM31,300.63 cents, which is less than RM25,000. Means that Nurin does not have enough savings for the apartment because the total accumulated savings at age 27 is below than RM25,000.
Part B, Question 1. Salma made a 25% down payment to purchase a house priced at RM 698,000. The remaining balance was financed through a bank loan to be repaid in equal monthly installments of RM 3500 with an interest rate of 3.75% compounded monthly. Calculate the number of equal payments required. Okay, so what we have is P is RM 698,000 and the down payment is 25%. When we calculate it, we get 0.25, and the R is RM3500, the K is 0.0375, the M is 12, and the I is 0.003125. What we need to search is the end. So, for this question, we're going to use A equals to R, open bracket 1 minus, open bracket 1 plus I, close the bracket, power negative n divided by I, close the bracket. That is the formula that we're going to use for this question. Okay, first, we're going to have to multiply it. So 0.25, multiply it with the house price. So the P, 0.25 multiplied with 698,000, and we will get RM174500. And now we're going to search for the A. The A is 698,000 minus 174500, and we're going to get RM523500. And with all the information that we get, do the calculation. So 52350 equals to 350. Open the bracket 1 minus, open the bracket 1 plus 0.03125, close the bracket, power negative n, and divide it by 0.003125 and close the bracket. And after that, 149.571486. How do we get that? How do we get that? Is by divide the 52350 and 350, divide them. Okay. So we divide them. Like I say before this, we get 149.571428 equals to 1 minus, open the bracket, 1.03125, close the bracket, power negative, and divide by 0.03125. And then 0.467417 equals to 1 minus, open the bracket, 1.03125, close the bracket, power negative n. And then after that, we're going to exchange the place. So it's going to be, open the bracket, 1.03125, close the bracket, power negative n equals to 1 minus 0.467417. And then open the bracket, 1.03125, close the bracket, equals to 0.53258893. Right? Open the bracket, 1.03125, close the bracket, equals to 0.53258893. How do we get that? Is by the calculation before this. And after that, we're going to do negative end. We're going to apply a int, the I, the big I and n. You have to use your calculator for this. And after you press the I and n, open bracket, 1.03125, close bracket, equals to I and, open bracket, 0.5325893, close the bracket. And then we get negative and, open bracket, 0.03120, negative and, open bracket, 0.03120, close bracket, equals to negative 0.63004. So we're going to divide them. So n equals to negative 0.63004 divided by negative 0.03120. And what we're going to get is n equals to 201.93. We're going to round it up, and it will be n equals to 202.
Premium at 1,037 ringgit 92 cents per month. He was charged 9% interest compounded monthly on his rented areas. After 5 months, he did not pay for 3 consecutive months. Find the amount he needs to pay to settle the area in the 4th month. The monthly rent is 1,037 ringgit 92 cents. Interest is 9% per year compounded monthly, so that 0.75% per month. He paid for 5 months, then missed month 6, 7, and 8. He settles everything in month 9. That's mean month 6 payment is 4 months overdue. Month 7 is 3 months overdue. Month 8 is 2 months overdue. Since each missed payment has a different overdue period, we calculate them separately using FV equal PV 1 plus I power by n. Month 6 error 1,037 ringgit 92 cents times by 1.0075 power 4 equals to 1,069 ringgit 41 cents. Month 7, 1,037 ringgit 92 cents times 1.0075 power 3 equals to 1,061 ringgit 44 cents. Month 8, 1,037 ringgit 92 cents times 1.0075 power 2 equals to 1,053 ringgit 55 cents. So the total payment to settle area equals to 1,069 ringgit 41 cents plus 1,061 ringgit 45 cents plus 1,053 ringgit 55 cents equals to 3,184 ringgit 41 cents. So for question 2 part B, Suprajo needs to pay 3,184 ringgit 41 cents to settle this area. And that's it.
So part B, question number 3, I. So for this question, we also use this compound interest formula. S equals to P in bracket 1 plus I n. The monthly payment is 3,555 ringgit and the interest rate is 6% compounded monthly. First, find the monthly interest rate. So I equals to K and I equals to 0.06 over 12, and it makes 0.005. Then substitute into 1 plus I n. So 1 plus 0.005 equals to 1.005. Since Sargent missed the first 2 payments, the first payment accumulates interest for 2 months. So 3,555 ringgit in bracket 1.005, 2. The second risk payment accumulates interest for 1 month. So 3,555 in bracket 1.0051. Now calculate both amounts. So we just have to calculate 3,555 in brackets 1.0052 and then plus it with 3,555 ringgit in brackets 1.005 equals to 1,570 ringgit and 78 cents. Add both of the payments together and it makes 7,163 ringgit and 42 cents. So Sargent must pay 7,163 ringgit 42 cents on the third month to settle the overdue payment and interest.
Now, let's look at question 3 to Roman. Sargent wants to pay off the rest of his loan in one single payment right after making his 40 payment. To find this settlement amount, we use the present value of an annuity formula because we need to calculate the current value of all his remaining payments. So our values. R is his monthly payment, which is 3,355 ringgit. I is the monthly interest rate, which is 0.005. And N is the number of remaining payments. Since the total loan is for 60 months and he has already paid 40, he has exactly 20 payments left to go. When we plug this number into the formula, we get A equal to 3,355 open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.005 close bracket. So solving the bracket gives us an annuity factor of 18.97105. Finally, we multiply this by RM 3,355 to get our answer. So our answer is RM 63,647.88 cents. So Sargent needs to pay a lump sum of RM 63,647.88 cents to completely settle his debt.